And welcome back, YouTube. This is BoosterBox Buster here with another video. Hailing from the legendary Street Fighter franchise. Presented in 1/4 scale and standing an impressive 17 inches tall, we have Karin. Season Pass. Summertime DLC Outfit. Statue Review. This particular statue was manufactured by the company Pop Culture Shock, was released in September of 2020, and was limited to 400 pieces worldwide. Now, I do want to share this with you, what the certificate of authenticity looks like if you were to get one of your own. And I was super shocked to find out that mine was numbered number 2 out of the entire lot. So that is an unexpected, amazing find there. Now, Karin is a very interesting character in the Street Fighter franchise. First debut in Street Fighter Alpha 3 as a rival to Sakura. She would then appear in some of the Capcom Vs. games, however not making another Street Fighter main series appearance until Street Fighter V. And let me tell you, that was a great decision, because not only did the fans want her, but she ended up being one of the best characters in that game. Now, something to note, Pop Culture Shock broke the mold with this particular figure. Normally, the Pop Culture Shock, at least the Street Fighter line, is all mixed media, so all the clothing would be made out of real clothing for the most part. However, with this particular one, the entire statue is made out of the same material. I'm guessing that the reason for that is Capcom probably said, no, you can't do that, because Karin is already wearing rather minimal clothing, and people could probably do some pretty nefarious things if it was all mixed media on this particular statue. They also did something that they don't normally do, and they actually made a base. They painted it. You have a nice ocean line kind of tide rolling in there. And they have a really cool sandcastle on the side here, which you don't normally see. That's honestly really nice to see that they had a little attention to detail. Although a sandcastle that close to the tide line, probably not a good idea in hindsight. Now, I never really played much of the Alpha 3 games, I should say Street Fighter Alpha line in general. But I do know that Karin made quite the impact, and she was quite a beloved character in those particular games. I have played her in Street Fighter V, and she is quite a fun character to use as a character to play as. Not very fun to fight against, though, because if you fight a good Karin player, you're probably going to lose, because Karin's a really good character in Street Fighter V. Now, one thing that was a little bit disappointing was one of the tassels on the back of her shoes there did pop off, but that's going to be a pretty easy fix. I shouldn't have to worry too much about that. It was a pretty clean break, so as you can tell, pretty clean break. Shouldn't be hard to super glue that back on. Alright. Let's take a closer look at this statue. We're going to start with the base and, of course, work our way up. I love the texture that the ocean tide line shows here. It's really, really nice. You actually have the darker sand here to present that the tide hits that portion there, so it's actually getting wet. Back here you have a nice sand castle being built, very, very close to the tide line, and it's actually pretty well detailed too. It looks like it could pop off, but it's in there pretty good. It's very hard. That's actually built in that way. The shovel, on the other hand, is removable, so you don't have to display it with a shovel, but it is kind of just a nice little addition, just a nice little, what would you call it? A window dressing to this particular figure. Her toes are actually really well done. You don't see well done toes in a lot of anime figures, so it's nice to see it done on this particular figure, quarter scale. Her sandals look very nice. Of course, high heels, because Karin has to be always fashionable, although high heels on the beach would probably not be the wisest decision in the world. The little ruby there to hold all the straps in, very nice. Everything is textured. It's not just painted on, it's actually textured like it should be. And then you even have the little tassels on the back. Of course, the one broke off right there. That's going to be an easy fix. This one right here. Very nice. Alright. The bottom part of her bikini is actually really well detailed, as you can see right there. Has a lot of like floral detail to it. This, what would you call it, like belt? Like golden belt? Maybe like a garter? There's a lot of flashy detail. The tassels here are non-movable except for the middle one here for whatever reason. Oddly enough, it doesn't have it on her right side, just the left. Cute little bow tie to keep the bikini together. Love the pearls. I wish that that was movable, but it's all like embedded in there. It's pretty much glued to the actual character there. The hand, this hand does come off. And this bracelet is bagged individually as well. So when you receive it, you'll receive this hand and this bracelet individually wrapped. Keeps it from breaking off and makes it easy to put the bracelet on. Very nice floral design on the top of the bikini. And that necklace is very, very nice. The logo right in the middle of her chest there. Well detailed. And the tone on her arms going up to her hand. Now these glasses, I gotta say, these glasses were a pain and a half to deal with. They come bagged separately, so it's loose. And there's nothing really to hold it in there. This was the best way that I could figure out how to keep the glasses held without having them fly all over the place whenever I move the figure just the slightest. So I kind of wrap it under her thumb, wrap it through the, let it hit on the backside of these three fingers, and then kind of wrap it in between her pinky and her finger next to the pinky. I can't remember what that one's called. But yeah, that's how I kind of held them in place. They seem to be holding right now. I don't know how the longevity of that is going to last. Here's her coat, jacket, cape. I'm not quite sure what we would call that. Embroidered flower at the base. Very well designed, with little hearts in between them. Each one is textured. It ain't like it's painted on. Well, the flower's painted on, but that's understandable. Even on the inside, it's detailed, so that's nice. Nice that they paid a little bit of attention to detail there. And now, let's move to the next make it or break apart of any figure, the hair and the head. Well, first, let's just take a quick look at the hat. The hat is well done. I gotta say, the hat's well done. It's actually textured quite nicely. It actually looks like a wicker or straw hat, and has that lovely red bow wrapped around it. The hair, Karin always had that really curly hair, and they kind of made it work here. It actually looks like Karin's hair. Of course, it's not made out of real hair. It's actually made out of the same material that the whole statue's made out of, but they did a good job with it. Her face is pretty well done. Pop Culture Shock always knocks it out of the park with lips. Her nose is correct, and her eyes are actually pretty well done. There we go. I think that looks pretty nice. I gotta say, overall, this is a really well done statue. With the exception of these really annoying glasses and the non-mixed media part of it, which, once again, like I said, I understand that Capcom probably said you can't do mixed media with this. I really like it. I honestly would probably... I would obviously prefer one in her normal Street Fighter outfit, but they were trying something different with this. They kind of have a line with this. They have Mika and what was the other one? They have Chun Li, and one other fighter that they've done with this line, and I gotta say, it's not bad. Honestly, my honest review on this is probably a solid 8. It's not my favorite statue, but I like it a lot. So yeah, I'd say a solid 8. The glasses are a pain, the non-mixed media, kind of a bummer. And the base is either you love it or you don't. Some people just like the classic black base, other people like, actually stuff on the base. But yeah, I'd say a solid 8. If they ever come out with a Karin regular clothes outfit, I'd probably pick up that too. But this one was definitely good for now. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you want to see future content like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see a past video on the channel, it should be appearing right about now. Until next time, this has been Booster Box Buster with a Karin Pop Culture Shock 1/4 scale Street Fighter statue review, and I'm signing out. Peace.